Last time on the Language of Magic, you guys were continuing your investigation in the town of Gallion. You had just finished in a crypt, the Vane family crypt, and moved over to a manor, the mayoral manor. That's a name. Don't think anybody ever found it, but you kind of cleared the place out. You found a mage that was protective and in the process of trying to restore this book, and it was futile. And you guys were speaking to them, and Tango prompted him with a few questions, and he felt the need to tell you to remember your history. You would be doomed to repeat it, and began to attack. Darren swept into action, going first and getting a critical hit, one that he's been waiting for his whole life, and flattened this undead mage instantly. This gave you all a chance to grab a spell book for your new best friend wizard, and you were able to see this ledger, which had a little bit of information regarding the last days of this town before it was essentially overrun finally by Illithid some years back, about a decade and a half or so. After you finish clearing out the manor, finding a little bit of treasure, finding a little bit of undead, hanging out with a skeleton, which was very angry at a bell, you all climbed through the window and headed into the graveyard. There you met a gentleman whose name you didn't actually get, who was happy to speak to you. He was the gravedigger. He gave you a little bit of information and warned you that up ahead was, in his words, a little shit that was going to kill you. Advised you to stay away. You moved forward. You toyed with some banshees before descending into a crypt. Had a few ethereal creatures, shadowy creatures kind of milling about, but they didn't pay much attention to you until you found a young man. This young man, let's go ahead and move you over here. Uh, this young boy, by the name of Elijah, was playing some sort of magical violin. You could hear his music playing throughout all of town. And he had two guardians with him, able to easily recognize as his parents. And they spoke with you briefly, but they felt a little bit threatened as you guys approached, especially the towering giant form of Darren as he had been enlarged previously. And they started by attempting to push him back and then moved into a combative situation. You are all now in the middle of this confrontation with this boy and his ghostly parents. You have noticed that he is surrounded and has been untouchable by magic, by psionic abilities, by physical attacks. And just as you were whittling down his parents with just the stroke or pull of his bow across the strings, all the damage that was seemed to have been done to these spirits was undone, and combat restarts now in the crypt of the graveyard with Elijah and his parents.
Sorry, y'all.
And we are over here. We are at the top of the initiative. And we will put on the correct music. Uh, the the parents again seeming to be in defense of Elijah. The mother goes at the top of the initiative. She's going to hold her hand out towards Tango, and you feel a sudden push, a force used against her. She's trying to push you away. If you can make a strength saving throw for me, please, sir. Even with the D4 penalty, that's going to hit, or you're going to save. You feel a push, but you bear down and avoid it. With that, she then kind of looks in your direction and glares at you. If you could make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, as she attempts to affect your mind with her glare as you're close to her son.
Oh no!
Not sure if you have any resistance to psychic damage or not, but Tango, you're going to take 17 points of psychic damage unless you have any resistance as she stares into you. That will end her turn.
I think I do have something here, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. When I fail an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, I can cause myself to succeed instead.
Okay, yep, you do have a use of that because you did take a short rest before coming in here.
Yep.
All right, you take half the damage on that.
Half
Tango, it's your turn. Elijah's playing this dark sound on his violin. You guys have been hearing it as you've been walking through the town time to time. Obviously, much more intense here now in his presence, and you can't help but feel this emotion coming through the music. As you're hit with this music, images kind of run through your mind, memories, and you remember a time years ago when you were still at home. You and your younger brother are training outside, performing maneuvers and so forth. And your younger brother, he's not as experienced as you are, but his movements come naturally. And your father's watching you, and Timmons performs his techniques in front of his father, and his father's kind of your father looks at him and nods and gives him, as expected of my son. You follow it up. You perform your maneuvers. Your maneuvers. You look to the same kind of admiration from your father, and he just kind of looks at you and turns his head and turns around and walks away. You can't help but have these thoughts and images flash through your mind right now. It's your turn, Tango.
Interesting. I don't know what to do in this moment. With all these thoughts, panic, I'm going to kind of look back at my group and kind of feeling like hope is draining away. I'm not going to yell, but just kind of in a sort of commanding voice, say to everyone, "We're not ready for this. We should get out. Go! I'll hold them back while we can." And I'm going to step up in front of her here and take the dodge action.
Okay. Anything else for Tango?
Actually, I'll use a bonus action, Healing Wind.
Okay. Shadow has plethora of things here. He looks out towards you all, Elisha. Oh. No. You don't want to get too close. They don't like it when people get too close. Not ones like you. Not bandits. He looks out across you all, he's kind of sizing you up with his eyes, and he looks past his father towards Simon. Simon, he casts a spell in your direction. You see musical notes almost fly off from his violin.
I'm going to use the counter spell scroll.
Okay, all right. Do you want to just use it, or do you want to try to have an idea as to what he's doing before you use it?
If I can try to figure it out first, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
You can't. I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Okay. Do 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 do. Why is it not letting me click it? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
An unnatural 20.
Excellent. He is using. Pretty sure that's the. Hold on, I've renamed some stuff. He is using Psychic Lance, essentially.
Oh, okay. Let me see, because I'm resistant to psychic. Hmm. I'll take the damage. Never mind.
Well, all right. Go ahead and cast this spell. Mental Lament. If you could give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Yep. I didn't pass.
That's not going to do it. So it's 26 points of psychic damage
Mhm.
as this music kind of racks you in your head.
Which is rounded down because I'm resistant.
Yep.
So 13.
Correct. I don't believe there's any secondary effects to this. Oh no, I apologize. You're also incapacitated until the start of your next turn, which probably won't be that long.
Yeah.
So that is good. Otherwise, he just continues to play that music. His hands keep going back and forth. Sadness is sweeping over all of you, mixed with a little bit of anger. The father's going to go now. He's going to look down at you, seeing as you're incapacitated. Not a threat anymore, so he'll turn to Parsnip. He's going to attempt to just take his hand and slam it into Parsnip. 15. I don't believe that's going to hit.
No, that will not hit.
Yeah, here's AC is 17. There it is. Follows up with a second attack, and again, wow, this is one of the most devastating attacks in this whole fight. And he has missed twice. He comes in, he tries to slam against Parsnip twice, as you are still up and active, but he is not successful in his two attack. Simon, it's the start of your turn, and you come to out of this incapacitation. And as this music's kind of washing over you, you too, you have these thoughts. They're kind of disturbing you. You've been getting messages from your grandmother your entire life, and she's even getting worse than she used to be, and being able to count her words and get a clear message across to you. It's much worse than when you were younger. Is her mind slipping? You're wondering, is something wrong? And your grandfather, did he choose to stay away from the family from all these years? Couldn't he have come back? These thoughts like that are flooding your mind right now. It's your turn, Simon.
I don't like this. Give me 1 second. Trying to read this spell. Okay. Tango, we gotta go. Don't worry about holding them back. It's just best if you run, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the mom. So I need a DC saving throw. Why did that just close? God bless. Yeah, seriously. Sorry, hold on. I just closed my character sheet, y'all. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
I did burn I did burn my sorceress, my innate sorcery. So whatever pops up, add a DC to it. Why can I not? Y'all, I'm struggling. All right, there we go.
What type of save is it?
Wisdom. And it needs to be a fuck me sideways. Never mind. She succeeded and then some.
All right.
Um so she just takes half damage, I believe. Um yeah,
Okay.
and that's it. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, uh breathe fire from the potion of fire breathing. Actually, no. I'm gonna chug a potion and bucket.
Okay. Which
Uh,
direction do you move when you book it?
Probably this way because that's the way we came in, right?
That is, yes, the east. From the east is where you came in.
Yeah,
Uh, does it look like you're trying to remove yourself from Elijah, essentially?
yeah. I'm gonna provoke the opportunity attack
Mhm.
and move.
When it seems like you are moving in that direction, kind of away, he starts to move towards you in a sense when you are taking that step back, but he doesn't attack as it seems like you're moving away.
Okay, we just gotta go, y'all. 2d4 plus 2. Oof. 5 plus 2 is 7, so 7 points back. Why does it keep closing my character sheet? I will move in a second. It's just not letting me. There we go. 30 feet. Do-do.
All right. Anything else for Simon?
Um, no. Well, I'm gonna. If you let me have one more free action, Tango. If we move away, they're not gonna attack. So just let's go.
Okay. It is Phalar Moonstring's turn. Phalar. Uh, Phalar has thoughts in their mind as well. And I'm going to say them. Phalar, even though you're playing your horn, you're holding it in your hand and you're combating that sorrowful sound that's coming through. But as you hold that horn, one that was gifted to you, you can't help but have these thoughts. And before you left Ulrich, you could see that Vera had a lot on their mind. They weren't themselves those last weeks before you left, at those times that you were together. And you never asked them what was troubling them. Was it because you thought perhaps they were getting tired of your company and were just waiting for you to leave? With that, Phalar will go ahead and take their turn. They'll move over to here, and they're going to give Parsnip Bardic Inspiration. Find the token for it. And they will make one of their kick attacks on the father here as part of that bonus action. There it is. No, where is it? I gotta find the dex on arm strike. There it is. 24, nice. Yes, they do connect with the father here. As their action, you know what? I'm not going to try to belabor it. I'm going to say they follow Simon's lead, and they take the dash action. Continuing around. Actually, they would go a little further because they will simply fly right over because they have their wings of flying or their boots of flying activated right now. Arcus. He's still within range of the music here in the crypt. It fills him with a somber feeling as well. And days in the school flood into his mind. Arcus, you can't help but think, did Mento cause all those injuries? Or were those actions of his in your mind? When he pointed the finger at you and blame, was that the truth possibly? Did you block out the thoughts and those memories? I mean, you were the more accomplished wizard. That's Arcus's turn.
Would he move?
Yeah, he's going to follow Simon's lead as well.
Sorry, the way you said it, that's his turn. I was like, no, he can still move.
Yeah, it's Arcus's turn. Parsnip. Oh crap! I just deleted my little notes here. 1 second. So, Parsnip, you're here in this music. Music affects you like everyone else does. And as you're in this fight, they're attempting to hit you and you're moving out of the way, you're striking your blows, thoughts of your little village come back into your mind. And you just get this mental image where everyone in your village, they looked up to you. But they looked up to you because you stood a head taller than everybody else. And nobody ever said anything to you about it, at least not to your face, but they could have been whispering about it in the woods, in their little cliques. Why were you so different than everyone else? Parsnip, it's your turn.
So we're leaving?
For now. There's something in the town that's stopping them from taking damage.
Okay. Um, um, then I guess I'll disengage. And see. Okay, that's me.
All right. Darren, welcome. Darren, as you all are engaged in this fight with this young man playing these notes, they seem to affect you. You can't help but feel a bit of this sadness from him, and you think a flash of this pain you felt when you witnessed your father's end. At least you think you do. It it hurt. It felt bad when he banished you for your accusations, but the worst feeling comes sometimes in the quiet of the night, and you second guess yourself. Were you wrong? Darren, it's your turn. Uh, Everyone's disengaging and moving away, except for Tango, who's called out that he will hold them back as everyone can leave. I'm making the assumption that Cheems is there. Oh, he lost his internet connection. We can just ask them. Well, we can go ahead and no, keep
Back.
typing.
Can you guys
There
hear me?
you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Whew. I almost died according to Tango.
That's pretty close. Darren, you can see the recording later on what I was saying to you for the most part, but at this point, much of the group is withdrawing. Tango is trying to put himself in a defensive position for you all. What do you wish to do?
Okay, does it kind of look like Mr. Tango is like ready to go?
Tango, your thoughts? You want to describe what your body language would be telling Darren?
I'm definitely looking over my shoulders to see that you guys are retreating. But I definitely have a defensive stance in my body posture. It doesn't look like I'm, at the moment, quite ready to retreat.
All right. All right. Well, then Darren is going to say, "Come on, Valdoria, think of our friends. They need us in the vanguard." And Darren will take his movement and kind of like Tango, he's gonna take a defensive stance, but like as he is fighting backward or walking back, I guess. He's going to put himself in between the rest of his little bit squishier party and this ghoul, and he's going to go ahead and try, I guess, just attack the father, trying to make himself a bigger target so that his friends can escape, and then hopefully he would also be able to follow them.
You go ahead and attack.
This is really good music for this.
Right, it is pretty good.
Your attack connects.
Okay. I mean, I know the damage probably doesn't matter, but I want to roll dice.
Hey, rolling dice is fun.
There you go. Okay. And yeah, let's go for one more. Oh.
Follow-up attack just kind of whooshes right through him.
Yeah, it just Yeah, but yeah, the Darren just keeps on like like punching him with the shield. He just he looks back at his party, just trying to like kind of retreat, but just like stand in the way of of the party or of the ghoul. That's it for Mr. Darren.
Elijah's mother's going to go. So again, she just kind of glares towards Tango, and again she takes two hands and with like a full body, as if pushing against a heavy stone. She tries to shove you forward with two hands. If you could make another strength save for me, please. She's going to shove you back 15 feet.
Would I have
As
any bonus
yeah,
to
go ahead.
this with taking what's that move called?
Mage Slayer?
No, what did I do?
You did you were dodging, which would have made it harder for them to hit you, but that doesn't help
Okay.
the saves.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a strength save in this case. Once she shoves you back, you kind of land on the ground, and she looks over you as you're kind of laying there, and she glares towards you, Darren. If you please could give me a wisdom saving throw.
You said Darren, right?
Yep, she's looking at Darren.
Oh, sorry. All right, let's see it. Wisdom. Here it is.
I don't
uh,
I don't think that quite saves.
almost though, right? Almost.
Oh, it was pretty close. Darren, you could take 12
s-
points of psychic damage. Yes, go ahead.
sorry, DM. I happen to have inspiration from my good friend Valor. Is that something I could use right now?
You can. I don't think it would. There's any chance it'll make the save, though.
No, it's not bardic inspiration. It's heroic.
Yes. In that case, by all means.
Okay, sorry, still learning the 2024 rules.
No, that's fine. Heroic inspiration. Yeah, you can go ahead and re-roll that.
Okay, come on. No.
I'm afraid not. Plus, you still have a little bit of sadness.
Oh,
hitting
that's
you,
right.
So you would have had a penalty as well. But you take it's just 12 points of sadness. It's 12 points of psychic damage. She kind of glares into and racks your mind with a little bit of pain.
12 points of sad boy damage.
Points of sadness. That'll be her turn. Tango, you've been pushed back. You're down on the ground. You're feeling tired. What do you wish to do?
Am I still having thoughts?
Yeah, that same kind of emotions are hitting you. All of you are just bombarded with some of your hardest memories, your worst thoughts, these things that make you sad or angry.
God, what do I do? Oh, I'm so conflicted. Okay, I'll use half my movement to stand up, pick up my sword, and dust myself off, and try and look past the woman there to Elijah. I'll just call out, I don't know why you're doing this. It's not the first time I've had these thoughts, and I just use them to make myself stronger and become better. And I will finish this. I will end you, and I'll be back. And I will use the rest of my movement there, and action dash. And EOT.
You begin moving away, and Elijah just glares at you as you say these words. I don't know what you're talking about, but I won't let you hurt us. He hops down off of this little crypt that he's kind of sitting on. And he steps forward a couple steps here. And he just quickly rakes his bow across the violin as he will attempt to make a little thunderous attack towards Darren. I can find the right thing. AC 20, which I believe will hit you, Darren.
I mean, will it though? Come on.
You take 12 points of thunder damage as these notes just rack you and put pain between your ears.
I'm going to reduce that. No, never mind. I'm out of protective field.
Okay.
Oh no.
It'll be fine.
Elijah's father is going to kind of look at you, and he's going to be doing his withering strike, but as he's doing, he's kind of like, you can get the sense that he's pushing you away more so than just purely doing a regular hit. Almost as if he's just encouraging you to get away. Oh, I do believe that will connect. He'll do it a second time.
Woo!
All right, so Darren, I know you have some necrotic resistance. He doesn't bypass this, so you're going to take 17 points of bludgeoning, and looks like 4 and 2 and 6 points of necrotic damage. In addition, for right at this moment, you've got a cumulative stack of withering of 2 right now. You have a penalty of 2 to all attack and damage rolls.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works. With that, Elijah's father is actually going to move back away from you, Darren, after he attacks you. If you want, you are welcome to take an opportunity attack, but that'll end his turn.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Open for another crit?
Yeah, pretty much. But that doesn't hit.
Let's see. That it just barely hits.
No, my D4 plus my -2.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You're right. So 13 will miss. You're correct. You go to reach out for him, but then your muscles feel like they're cramping up on you at the last second, and it kind of pulls you back, and he's away before you're able to finish the strike. Simon, these thoughts of sadness still pour through your mind. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to flick them off, double barrel style, and say, oh damn, I had something good.
That's the perfect thing to say.
Oh damn, I had something good for this. And he runs up, and as he gets to the stair, he's going to yell as loud as he can to Tango, or into Darren. Just run from them. Don't worry about it. We'll pick ourselves up, and then we'll take them down.
Simon, as you do, you see this shadowy figure that's incorporeal, kind of similar to the parents, but not quite. Just kind of there, flittering about back and forth in the upstairs portion of this crypt.
Okay. But
Phalar and
not like
Arcus.
not attacking or anything.
No, he's just looking at you at the moment.
Okay, noted.
Phalar and Arcus continue up the stairs. Parsnip, over to you.
I'm gonna wait here for everybody else.
Okay. I can assume you're kind of ready in action to move with Darren and Tango. So with that, Darren, are you going to continue moving out?
Yeah, but I want it to be like, I want it to be kind of funny. If Parsnip would allow, I think Darren would like to, on his way out, just scoop him up under one arm or both arms and continue moving. Only if you would allow. If not, then Darren would just tap you on the shoulder and say, "Let's go, my friend."
Sure.
Yeah,
you
either
can
way.
scoop him up.
You give the 5 foot tall parsnip uppies and pick him up and head out.
There we go.
As you all are leaving in Tango, you're on your way out. The family just kind of sits back, and the parents go and they kind of rest and lower themselves down and slightly face towards the sun. And he just kind of continues playing. His eyes, they stare directly at you, but he doesn't continue to cast spells on you as you're moving away, assuming that that's what you do. So as Parsnip and Darren are heading up the stairs, Tango, do you... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just brief pause, one last look, and a silent promise that I will return.
You do. And turn and head up the stairs with the others. You meet up with the rest of them, and Darren, is hunched down over quite a few. And again, there's that dark, shadowy creature that's kind of moving about, and it's kind of just staring at you all again. You see the doors, the double doors in front of you that opened up into the entryway to the crypt. And you push them open back out into the moonlight, light, whatever it might be, and you find yourselves back in the graveyard.
Oh,
Well, that didn't go as
does
planned.
anyone else? I was gonna say, does anyone else feel really sad for some reason?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
For multiple reasons, yeah. I'm sad that this is the first fight we've had that we couldn't overcome.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed. But you know what? We will figure it out.
Yeah. At least we're still alive. Not dead yet. Darren, you don't look too good.
No, I am. My mind and my body are not feeling too good. We should find a place to rest for a while.
Do we have time, though?
Yeah. Arcus, I think you said that you could make a safe space for us. We need to find a place that will feel safe to do it. But I would greatly appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, well, yes, my best little friend, I can, but is the graveyard the optimal place to do this?
No, no, it's not. That's what I meant by saying I'm sorry. We need to find a better place that we feel safe. I don't know if we need to go back to the house, if that bone naga will be up again. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm feeling a little frazzled.
I think probably going back to the house would be a good idea. We don't have to explore, just hold out in one room.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I'm ready.
I mean, I get it, but Darren needs to rest. He took some hits, and there was something that the father was doing that just made things all worse.
No, yeah, I agree.
Just for a little, Beldoria. Then we can keep going.
What if you guys go?
No, you're coming with us. Darren's hurt, and while Phalar and Parsnip are great frontline staff, uh, you're the best we got, buddy. I'm sorry. I know you probably need some alone time. We can just sit in silence and recover. We don't need our graves. Don't be rude.
Shit didn't kill you.
No, it
Sits there
didn't.
shoveled out. You hear from the guy hollering from 50 feet away that was digging your graves.
We are gonna kill that little shit though, so you might want to make him one.
Okay. Goes back to digging.
Where is he? Where's this grave digging son of a bitch?
No, we're not gonna kill him. Are you gonna talk to him?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. He's really nice. He's kind of got a one-track mind a little bit.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. I need to know more.
Hey, buddy, we got some questions for you if you're able to answer more.
Just gotta keep on digging. Gonna dig that little shit in his grave. If you say you're gonna do it, probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. He looks up at you every so often and keeps digging. Looks up at you, digs.
Ask your questions, Tango. I think that's the best we're gonna get.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Boy. Where's this little shit getting these powers from?
I don't know. It's not like he's been here a long time. He's just been here like went to hell here. He just pisses me off so much.
Yeah. Me too.
I think
Dig him a grave.
Why? How is he so impervious? Why is it the same with that little girl?
they're getting their powers from the daughter of the family Vane. I can't remember I'm sorry, I can't remember her name right now.
Roslind, yeah. She's extended her protection to him.
Yeah.
He's messing with her mind, I tell you.
We need to convince her to remove the protection, and then we can come here and take care of him. But I would like to know why everyone thinks we're bandits.
He looks up at you all, sticks the shovel in the ground for a second. Outsiders, probably. Outsiders, yeah.
I will say you're the first one that has had a conversation with us. Um, so I do find that interesting. Everyone else,
A good time for conversations until that little shit came around and then you fucked everything up. Everybody's all pissy now.
got it. That's what we needed to hear.
Where's Rosalind?
Ah, she's, well, I don't know. She might pay respects to her parents. She does that a lot. I was always looking for her. She might know. She's probably in the clock tower. She likes to look at things go clickety clickety clock clock, right? So, well, it was one of them. That'd be over at that place. And he points to the clock tower, which you can see from where you are. It's a fairly gothic-looking clock tower. Stands taller than everything else. And she's over that way, yonder past the manor here. She might be visiting her parents' grave if we're at the, well, there used to be a tower. It's not a tower anymore. That fell before that little shit got here. He didn't break that, but I'm sure he's made it even worse now.
I don't think she's at her parents, unless we just missed her. I think we need to try the clock tower, y'all, don't you?
What tower is he talking about? The one that fell?
Over by the river, there's a tower. It used to be pretty tall. It's like a watch point, but it's all crumbled now. One of them big ships shot it with this weird lasery beam thing, and it crumbled to the ground, and that's where her parents died.
That was the first place I was gonna go.
We went there, I thought.
No, we didn't.
Well, shit. I'm sorry, Tango.
What are you sorry for? I looked at it and just saw it was a big crumbled ruin and decided to go look at the church instead. That was my choice.
Oh, that's the crumbled ruins. Isn't that where? Sir, I'm sorry to bother you while you're working, but
That's okay. I'm just staring at you guys thinking about you ringing that little shit's neck.
that's fine. We all get our jolly somehow. With the ruin, that's not where they were buried, right? Because we came across the caretaker of the crypt of the family vein.
It's not all then most of them our parents didn't make it. She's just a little girl. So she married them.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, Tango. We need to listen to your hunches more, buddy.
No. I had several hunches in this stupid fucking town. One of them was that the clock tower was a red herring, and that clearly was wrong, so...
We'll figure it out, buddy. Let's go check out the. Well, what's closest to us?
The clock
And
tower.
Yeah,
do you want
I'll show you.
do you want to do the clock tower, or do you want to make your way over? You know.
I feel like the clock tower might just be an extra step to go see that little girl that I tried to hit, so that we can find out where Rosalind is and just find out that she's at the crumpled tower.
Okay. What about you two? What do y'all think we should do?
I agree. I think we should go back there. Again, though, if we can, I really could use the rest. Just some time to clear my mind, bandage myself
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll be able to rest at the graves. I know that's a weird thing to say. I don't know, buddy. I know you need a rest.
Just some spirits. If you're here too long, they're probably gonna try to peel your face off. They're gonna look at you at some point and they're gonna say, I'm mad at you.
Yeah, I just don't want those ladies to come back.
Or they're gonna say, you make me sad. And then they're gonna grab him by the back of his neck as he walks away. They're gonna melt his face from behind.
Okay, buddy. Thank you so much, sir, for your assistance. I don't believe I got your name, and for that I apologize. I could not understand what you said, DM, and I am so sorry. Okay. Um, you broke up. I'm so sorry.
I typed it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna keep digging a grave for the little shit.
All right, sir. Well,
Uh,
make sure when you dig that grave for him, you dig it extra deep. Like, I know this town things don't stay, you know, in the ground too long, but maybe just put him down deep.
yeah, that pisses me off. But not as much as him.
Um, Again, I'm really sorry. I appreciate your I appreciate your help.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. Bye, sir. And Simon just slowly walks. He does like the Homer Simpson thing where he like just melts into the hedge. He just slowly backs up.
All right. So you guys are heading out of the graveyard. That manor is not too far away from you. You still have that kind of mental image of what the town looked like, that bird's eye view. So you have an idea of these what I would call a point of interest, essentially, scattered throughout the town. Up to you, whatever you guys would like to do.
Well, Tango, where do you think we might be able to buckle down? Should we try to go into some woods or something? Um, so that Darren can rest?
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask right now, especially in my current mind space. You'll see that Tango's like can't sit still. He's pacing back and forth and fidgeting, and he's itching to fight something. Those recent intrusive thoughts making him feeling like he needs to prove himself in this moment.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Parsnip, I hate to bother you, buddy, but can you help us find somewhere safe? You seem to be good at tracking and finding the right path.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find somewhere where this big guy can rest.
I guess out in the woods somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. Um, How far are we from the wood line here on the map?
You're 150, 200 feet away from it. Just crawl up some hills, and you're kind of on the outskirts of town. You would assume.
Let's go this way, guys. We'll try to rest for at least an hour, and then keep going. I'm sorry, we're on a bit of a time crunch.
You guys head on up out of the graveyard a little bit, and you go up the hills that are nearby. Find these darkened woods. You have no idea how far you'd have to walk to leave the darkness, but you go just a little ways. Parsnip finds a little spot for you guys, a little flat piece of ground that you're able to do so, and Arcus begins casting a spell. He too is kind of deep in thought, and eventually, with the raising of his hand, the tiny hut appears for you all. Actually, appears around you all, as you'll have to be in it as he finishes the casting of it. And even the walls of the hut are a little bit darker. There's just a dark gray surrounding you. And he puts it up, and you guys begin your short rest. It gets disturbed actually out here, not significantly, but as you guys are just kind of sitting there quietly, all thinking and in thoughts, you see small little creatures of bone rise up from the ground. A little hand rises up from the ground. Nothing so much that's anything to worry about. But they seem to exist inside the ground. Enough that it would disturb possibly a short or long rest outside of this dome. But you guys can just pick them up and kind of toss them out, and they stay out. But it seems like the woods are affected similarly to the creatures in the town. Stuff is still undead, even in these woods. But with that said, you guys can go ahead and take a short rest.
DM.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. As we were taking this the short rest, I would like to cast aid on some people.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to cast aid prior to your short rest, go right ahead.
Yeah. It's definitely on myself, and I guess Tango and I don't even. Oh, Stitch Fix. I think. I think I didn't pick us last time.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Oh man.
And that bumps everybody's hit points by how much?
10.
There you go.
Is
Hit
that-
point-
Before I take my short rest. Sorry, go ahead, Tango.
No, it's just. I just wanted to say that increases your hit point maximum. Just keep that in mind. But again, if it doesn't go above your amount you got from you still are under the effects of the Hero's Feast.
So it does not stack.
It doesn't stack, but it does also provide healing at the very least.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to use my sorceress recovery before I take the short rest, because when I take a short rest, I can gain some of my sorcery points back, up to half my level. So I'm going to. Let me see, where is it? When you finish a short rest, you can regain expended sorcery points, but not more than the number equal to half your sorcerer's level rounded down. Yeah, so I can do this one time, and then I can take a until my next long rest. Just remember the conversion, so give me 2 seconds. There it is. So I can expend 2 spell slots, or sorry, 3 sorcery points to get a second level spell slot back. So I'm going to do that real fast. 2, 3, and then I'm going to regain those 3 back from the recovery. So all that to say is I get a second level spell slot back.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody else have anything they wish to do during your quiet rest inside of the tiny hut?
I don't think so.
Right, I know Tango's using the restroom, but you guys can start discussing. You finish your resting up. You recover yourselves a little bit. Phalar plays a little bit of music to try to help. The mood lifts up ever so slightly, but you can't help but still. This place still just makes you feel not so good. What do you guys wish to do?
How much did 8 heal?
10.
Or does it? Oh,
Yeah,
it healed me
10.
10 too. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I would have just taken 8 instead of using my short dice, but that's fine. Right.
And
I
just
think we should.
keep in mind that Simon should have at least 10 more hit points than usual right now. The hit point maximum should be higher than that.
Thank you. I'm sorry, that's on me. I was tracking them through temp, and I keep needing to remember they're not temp. Okay.
Right?
Well, that did not work.
I just put them in temp myself. It's easiest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do temp. Okay.
Right?
39 hit points.
So from the woods, you can kind of look out, and again, the map has it established, but it's actually the clock tower. Again, is this 5 or so story tall clock tower that you've heard ding now several times. It's dung during your short rest, in fact. But it's still in very good shape. You don't see damage to it whatsoever. It's the closest thing to you, just over these hills, as you're behind kind of that mayoral manor. You're about as far from that tower as you could possibly be, the one that he was kind of mentioning. But yeah, you guys have the town to explore, however you'd like to do it.
Well, I think we're going to be going to the ruins where where we were originally going to go, but then we changed our mind.
Yeah, let's go to the ruins and see if Tango's hunch was on the money.
Okay. So you wish to... Okay, so that would be going from where you are currently over to about here. So it's, like I said, it's all the way across up. You're totally welcome to it if you just let me know the path you guys would want to take. If you want to...
Sorry, DM, I didn't see that. Where is it?
It's if you can you see the numbers on the map? If I made them all revealed?
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No, not all of
4,
them.
6, and 8.
Oh, I thought that was all of them. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Let's go ahead and pop the rest of them in. You guys are all the way over here, and you're looking to go to...
Number 2, is it?
I think it's... No, number 2 is an archway. It's a... that you could see from the hill. Number 3 is the ruined tower.
Oh, and we've gone to number 8 and 7, right?
And 6.
Yeah, and you walked past 4. And 4, you heard kind of like a flute playing. There was... I believe it was Phalar that went in and did a little bit of scouting, and they walked towards the center of town, which is 1. That's where they saw a very large number. That's where the main conglomeration of these undead are. They mentioned at least 1 very large creature they saw in it. But yeah, you have these various things. In the tower over at number 3, that's the one that's at this point. It's essentially just the foundation of it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the. Let's go to number 3.
I
So
would say, or at least would suggest, walking around the back of the mayoral mansion and trying to avoid any clusters of undead and just trying to get there as
Yeah,
quick as possible.
yeah, that sounds good.
okay, there's little activity as you guys kind of move around, and there's a hillside not too far from you. Um, you look, and there's very little activity in the around the tower itself. You go up and over the hill, and as you do, just because you can't help but see it from where you are now, you'll see this 5-story or so clock tower, and there is a little green light that seems to flicker at about the third level of the tower. Kind of goes in and out of some of the windows that are there. You continue down the hills and go back behind that quote unquote mansion. And as you kind of peer around the corner, you can see into the town proper there, again with all the large groups, and then you see hills starting to rise up to the east there, where number 9 is. Hills again that start to ascend up towards it. As you kind of look up and see, you see kind of looks like rows of fences in the moonlight. It's kind of strange. But you skirt along the area kind of between those at the bottom of the hills of 9, but just a little bit of ways from the main part of town again, which has a good bit kind of milling about as you look in their direction. You can't help but see again these undead that seems to be kind of having almost like conversations with themselves, oftentimes with their hands waving wildly. You get the idea that it's just a bunch of angry people, so to speak, or people sobbing over to the side, but they're undead. Again, I'm assuming you're going to try to make your way over to these ruins without drawing attention. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stealth like as much as possible. Try to be stealthy.
As you do, we'll do this again. It's not a very high DC, but we'll do a group stealth check and take a look at the average.
Okay.
Come on, guys. We got this. We got this.
At the very least, Parsnip and I do.
Okay, great. That's a group roll of 16, which is definitely a pass. As you go along, you time yourselves as best as possible. You watch, and when groups seem to be in the middle of a conversation, quote unquote, you move. When heads turn away from you, you move again. So you take your time. You manage to get by the majority of the way without anyone noticing you. And again, you have a couple little hills here, and it starts to go kind of downhill a little bit towards this tower as you approach it. And I'll move you all to the tower. As you guys are get closer towards the water, this river that runs through, the skies begin to almost cry as rain gently starts falling on you all. And hopefully everyone's able to see.
Yep, I am good. I can see.
I can see too. Um,
Darren, Tango, you guys kind of start moving up. The
sorry.
torches aren't lit like they would seem like they are here, so it's dark. Go ahead and just initially, Darren and Simon, in your current positions, if you can go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Okay. I was going to ask if I could do one as well. I'm trying to kind of skirt the perimeter, looking for any signs of like a grave or movement.
Sure. If you kind of continue in a clockwork fashion around this tower area, then yeah, if you get over to the next way over there, you can go ahead and give a perception check.
Perfect.
Darren, you notice something. Simon possibly luckily does not. Tango, you don't quite catch this either, but Darren, you see at the southern end of this rubble what appears to be a man, a spirit of a man, someone kind of. They appear to be in a little bit of armor to them, and they're on their hands and knees, and they're quickly kind of crawling away from this location, and they're obviously ethereal. You see through them as you just barely see the little bit of an outline, and they go down this hill 20, 30 feet away from you, and they vanish. And a moment later, you see them again. And again, they seem to be kind of going down this hill towards the river down below. See a little collection of water down the hill, and they seem to kind of be heading in that direction. But they don't make a sound. It's hard to see, but you're able to kind of glimpse that. Simon, unfortunately, you don't quite catch it. And after a few times, it does stop.
Darren will go ahead and let the other people know. He'll say, I don't know if you all can see, but if you look over there, no, there to the right, there's like a ghost in armor that's crawling away.
Oh, weird.
Is it Rosalind?
Well, Rosalind's supposed to be a little girl, right?
Right, so where is she? And I'm gonna call out. Rosalind!
Tango, as you call out like that, you hear a noise. Simon, you're going to hear this too. Parsnip, Darren, you all kind of hear this noise, and you turn to look at the noise. And there's a collection of rocks over here at the side of the tower, but there's also a bit of bone and so forth, kind of scattered about. And as you call out, you hear, "What do you need with her?" As bones begin to collect together. You've seen something like this several times, but these get a little bit larger and a little bit larger until this creature made of bones stands up from the shadows. As its bones across its back kind of flex out, you see what it's almost like a tarp form in it as wings extend out from its back. And these green eyes stare right towards you. What do you want with her?
We're here to ask her about this place and to find out what's going on with the boy that keeps playing music.
He quickly looks over towards Simon, who's talking over his shoulder, and then he turns his attention back towards Tango. As you take a step forward, it kind of readjusts and positions itself ever so slightly, like a step to the north.
I'm going to look up at it and ask it, "Are you Roslind?"
No.
Then it's none of your damn business.
You must not disturb them.
Disturb who? Rosalind?
No.
Or the parents?
You will not disturb them. They rest peacefully, my friends.
We don't want to disturb them if it is truly the parents. Or your friends, right? We want to just talk to Rosalind. Are you able to assist us in getting in contact with her? Do you know where she is?
She goes where she wants. She visits. She's likely with Reddick.
Is Reddick the knight in the woods?
He's a knight, a friend.
Okay. Well, do you know where Reddick is?
It's probably with Rosalind.
Okay, well, do you know where both of them are?
Obviously not here. And Tango's going to start walking away, pissed off.
He, as you guys are kind of there, you see that this creature kind of goes over and he positions himself over this pile of bones and stands there in kind of a defensive posture.
He goes where? I'm sorry. Oh, I see him on the map. Okay.
Yeah, he just keeps positioning himself, and it's as if he's trying to guard this pile of bones. Excuse me, this pile of rocks.
I bet that's where she laid them to rest. Do you mind if we pay our respects?
No. Respects to the heroes, my friends. You may pay your respects.
So you're okay if I approach and kneel down? You're not going to attack me, right?
He backs away.
Okay. Simon's going to go over and just, you know, he probably doesn't have any like flowers or anything, but he'll pull out, I don't know, some fungus or something that he has in his pocket because it's Simon. And he'll place it on their graves and say, "Your village misses y'all, and I think so does your daughter. Um, and we're kind of worried about what's happening here. But I think she's trying to do her best in watching this place out, watching out for this place in y'all's stead." And I'll slowly back away.
Well, while you're over there, go ahead and make another perception check.
Okay. Yeah, Y'all, my perception is not my thing.
So I will say that you guys should just keep in mind that I'm trying to keep some appropriate skill checks from time to time. That rolling a low doesn't necessarily mean that just like nothing happens, right? Like if you guys sometimes roll it, you're like, oh, I don't know, but it doesn't necessarily mean you fail. I will say that there was a perception check here, but the DC was 5. So anyhow, yeah, you just see a pile of rocks, and that's all that really you noticed. Simon.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. I don't know your name, but I hope
I am Gazuro.
Gazero. Well, I hope you know that, we appreciate you not attacking us.
Why would I attack you?
Well, a lot of the townsfolk don't seem to like us very much.
Have you given them reason to?
I don't think so. I mean, we just walked in. I went to go talk to some of them, and they called me a bandit and threw a rock at me.
Are you a bandit?
I don't think I'm a bandit.
Hmm.
I have
Letting
stolen sheets before. I do apologize, but they were really nice sheets.
His eyes kind of dart back and forth. This town is it's a bit different. It's Roslind seems sad all the time when she visits, sadder than usual.
Yeah, I think there's a boy in the graveyard, and he keeps playing music, and it's really depressing. Like he needs a hobby or a friend. Um, you know, he made me think really sad things.
I I have not seen a boy. I stay here. I stay with my friends.
Well, thank you for everything that you do. I'm sure your friends appreciate it. And he's gonna wave goodbye and head back over towards the group.
And as Parsnip, you move around, you're kind of in the area. You can go ahead and you also have access to make a perception check for this lower half. Okay. Parsnip, you see Parsnip, you see a couple of things. One, it's not happening all the time, but you also see that man just kind of appear for a second, white, translucent, barely visible in the moonlight, crawling towards the south, towards the river. You see that Simon is right next to two large stones sitting on top of this pile of rocks. He seems to be completely oblivious to the fact that he's right there. He's practically stepping on what you would assume are the graves, as there's a fairly large rock with the word "mommy" carved into it, and then another one with the word "daddy" carved into it, and the you can tell even just from a little ways away that it took a great amount of strength to carve into the rock as they did. Yet the handwriting is not of someone who's skilled or someone who's experienced with writing. It looks like a child carved with great strength into this rock. Darren, while you were gone, just real quick, a dragon made of stone appeared and asked people to stay away from the graves of his friends. And Simon has basically said, thank you. at their gravesite here. Beldoria was angry at it and started walking away. If you're talking, you're muted.
Man, yeah. Okay. So, Stitch Fix, have you found if this is the place where we're supposed to be?
No, I don't think it is. At least we don't see her. This is the grave of the parents.
I'll point out the headstones to Simon.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm standing on the graves. I'm so sorry. And he'll get out of the way.
Oh no!
Gizero just kind of watches you as you move. He doesn't seem to be threatening at the moment.
Do you know who made these headstones, sir?
No. They are older than I, but I can only assume Roslind had Reddick make them. Parsnip, as you get closer to it with that 17 perception check, you notice next to these rocks a small little tarp on the ground, and tucked away underneath that tarp, you see some type of leather-bound journal, book, something like that. It seems to be slightly protected from the rain, but laying at your feet.
I'll pick it up and see what it says.
Oh, you pick up this book, and as you do, because the creature, like, his eyes dart up towards you, and he kind of races over on all fours. He's not so much like moving in like an attack position. It's just like he locks onto it and looks at what you're looking at, and kind of is just focused on it and runs over towards it, kind of like a lizard on all fours. He just kind of skitters about and goes, oh, her book. Seraphina's journal.
I'll read it out loud.
You open up this book, and he seems like he's just quite anticipatory of you pulling it up. And as you do, it's been weathered. This is an old book. It's you see a few pages where it's mostly smudged and the ink's worn out of it, but you catch a year early on, like 2076, and you flip through the pages, and most of them are just unable to be read at all, until you find one that's mentioned, but it's the year of 2078, and in fairly good penmanship. You're able to kind of to make it out. You shield it from the rain as a drop hits it, and it messes up a little part of the ink, but you quickly start covering it up. And you read, I often told Arion I knew he was the finest swordsman in the whole of the Western Reach, but it was years before I fully understood how much we had in common. Our first adventures occurred simultaneously, only for us to discover later we'd both faced death and returned. To meet another soul who had wrestled with the shroud and won is astonishing. I never encountered anyone else capable of cheating the final toll, yet here we stand. We are truly two blades in the same sheath, destined to fight fail and rise again together. Zero, at this point, is kind of craning his head around and looking over your shoulder practically. Oh, that's a story. You flip through it again, and pages are lost. But eventually you find another. Puts the year of 2082 in its place. Again, in penmanship that's quite elegant. Our daughter was born last night, and she is absolutely perfect. Ariane insisted we name her Roslind, after his own mother. I do like the name, it is strong and noble, but I confess I am still warming to the idea of her carrying the name of my mother-in-law. Ariane is so happy, though. He holds her as if she were made of starfire. I'm certain she will grow into the name and make it entirely her own, as she is already a tiny miracle. He, again, it's kind of looking over his shoulder. He looks at you, nods. Ah, yes. You flip through it some more again. Most pages are not there. But you come again to another one. Penmanship, even more refined than before. 9 years later, 2091. Roslind astounded us today. Arian's sparring partner passed away recently, complication of an illness. Yet last night, we saw him standing in our doorway with Roslind in his arms. As we realized he was a corpse, many emotions swept over me. Joy in our friend's return, to fright as an undead cradling my daughter. But she wasn't scared. She said, "Look, Mommy, Reddit came back to me. Even in these warring times, there are places we can take her. We'll have her looked at when she turns 10. You look further in the journal and find no other pages that are legible.
I'll carefully put it back where it was.
You put it back in, and the corpse dragon scurries over towards it, and you see that he takes his wings and kind of uses them to shelter it from the rain, and he just kind of stares at it, and he reaches down as if to touch it, but then kind of pulls his hand back away. He goes, "Oh, Seraphina's journal." He just seems to be engrossed by it.
Well, at least we have a little bit more information. I think she's always, I guess, had an affinity for death based on the entry from 2091.
Seems like it.
Man, okay. All right. Uh, well, what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to try to go to um the clock tower?
I suppose we can.
Simon, you can make an Arcana check. I would be giving Arcus the same opportunity. So I'll go ahead and I'll roll for him. Arcus is going to have advantage, but you can make an Arcana. Oh my!
Whoa.
God damn, Marcus. I shouldn't be surprised, but wow.
Okay. Yeah, the DC was high. He's got a lot of it. Partially, but Are you going? Do you read out loud what you read in the journal? Do you let people know what you saw?
Yeah, when I read the journal, I was reading it out loud to everyone.
Okay. Um, Arcus will seem to be in thought for a minute, and then he'll say, "Oh, best friends. I remember something that I was taught in school. There's some ancient ritual out there, something that isn't in any wizard's spell book. It's not in any scroll to be learned. I don't remember its name or how you get it, but there's a ritual, a spell that would let you cheat death. Well, not cheat death. How is it explained? You could challenge death. I don't know, that entry just kind of reminds me of that.
Um,
What do you mean by that?
He kind of shrugs at the. I don't remember everything about it. Like I said, I don't remember the name or how to get it, or well, I don't really understand the mechanics. But the point was that there's supposed to be a way where you can challenge death. It's something, at least a while back, adventurers really wanted that.
so do you think that's what potentially happened here? I mean, it makes sense.
Arcus kind of shrugs.
Uh, well, we should get going, my friends. We really need to hurry.
Yeah, yeah.
You all turn and you see Tango's kind of heading off into the northwesternly. You see him a little ways away from you all. You follow?
Yeah.
Yep, can't leave him behind or alone.
At least not for too long. All right. You guys are about where you are on the map. You guys let me know what you want to do.
Yeah, I guess we'll head to a clock tower.
All right. You're just going to go in that kind of straight line heading directly towards it. You're going to stay at the low point of the hill, stay closer to uh, building above.
Wait,
Um, I like the way Darren's doing it
yeah, we're just like at
personally.
the bottom of the hill, kind of.
But I do want to try to see if we can get over there somewhat on the sly, like not drawing attention to ourselves.
As I said, at that kind of point number 9 there, that is up a hill somewhat, so you can remain down at the bottom of it. Leaves you slightly more exposed to that town center. But
Hmm.
again, you guys can start making your way over towards it. I will say this: you guys can roll a stealth check with either dexterity or intelligence. In this case, if you want to basically like use your mind to say, okay, now is the time we move, or we hold back, now we go, no, we hold back, that sort of thing.
So either stealth or an intelligence check, is that right?
It would be you'd still be rolling a stealth check, but you can use the intelligence skill as opposed to the dex skill.
I see.
So it would just be like make a slight modification to it. Okay.
Tango's not
Did we
being
lose Tango?
quiet or stealthy.
Okay.
He probably walked away from that site rather quickly, actually. Probably missed all of the journal read aloud and is marching forward, even probably calling out Rosalind's name. Like, he is frustrated and wants this to be done.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay, hold on then. What's the right one for this? No, no. All right, this will work.
Boss music.
Not boss music, but yeah, 1 second. Tingo, you go moving about. You're calling out to Roslind. It's in the rain. You can't help but draw some attention to yourself as you're doing this. You all are following behind him, and you see Tango a little ways away from you guys. And then you see, kind of descending from the hill, a little bit on the right, and then you look over towards the towns coming from, and you see things kind of moving in from the left, and creatures have begun to follow Tango just a little bit behind him.
Tango, shut up!
Give me 1 second as I put this together.
This is how we get zombies.
That would be correct.
I don't like how calm you said that.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's all good.
Nope, it's not. I don't. That makes me even less trustworthy.
It's over, you guys. Right now, he's just preparing new character sheets.
Yeah,
It's all
he's
good.
just wiping his world and being like, "All right, and now we're in a new world."
Hey, don't worry. You guys walked away from the really tough fight. Which was great. Easy enough. No problems. And now we place you guys. Tango in the front. See, I had a bunch of battle maps ready, but this exact scenario, you got me.
We pulled one over you, DM, and now we're gonna die.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Keeping everyone on their toes.
And let's see, Phalar. In case you guys want them to do anything. And Arcus. In case you guys want them to do anything. Okay, we'll put you on the map. So you see Tango, he's moving kind of in this westernly direction. And you all notice this small little group that's kind of followed behind him, and they're just like ah. And one of them kind of scoops up a rock down from the ground and throws it at Tango. They don't hit him, but it's enough that Tango, you see a rock kind of go over your shoulder and clink on the ground, and you kind of look over your shoulder, and you see this very minimal horde that's you seem to have attracted from either the town or the hill, and they are coming behind you, and they look angry and ready to attack. Nobody's surprised about this, and you hear Simon, basically call out to you as well. But as soon as you look over your shoulder, they lean forward a little bit and start moving faster. We'll go ahead and roll initiative. See, 1 second. Dadgummit. Tokens aren't playing nice. Okay. Everyone roll initiative? Excellent. Tango, as often happens, you are the first to react.
All right.
Just a little better.
I did not roll initiative. Give me 1 second. Thought I did, but I don't see me on the tracker. There we go. Sorry about that, DM.
No problem. Tango, you see you attracted a bunch of undead. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, I look over my shoulder, see them coming. I stop, turn on my heel, pulling out my greatsword, look back at them, and I'm going to start moving towards them. And I'm just going to point my sword at them and say, "Tell me where she is, or I'm going to cut you all down. Don't get in my way." And I'll go up to them and give like half a second to see if any of them respond.
They respond with shaking angry fist at you and saying,
So be it. Let's strike at the first skeleton there.
that does not miss.
That's good.
Oh, you crash into the skeleton. Do you have any penalties right now? Is it a -2, I believe? Or no, it's Darren that has a -2.
Yeah.
So yeah, you cut into them, and they look like they are about to crumble.
Perfect. I'll hit him again.
Unfortunately, with the rage that you're feeling right now, the rain gets in your eyes, you're a bit distracted, and you just you fumble the attack. Anything else for Tango?
I think I'll hold there for a moment. For now.
Okay. The skeleton says as it attempts to slam into you. It's a short sword. It's actually going to be doing bludgeoning damage because it's using a fist. It's a 19. Sorry, it's in whispers.
19 will hit.
All right, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he just kind of clobbers you on the neck. A moment later, you hear, "That's the one! That's the one that's the bandit!"
Oh, this little bitch.
We'll just say that the tree that's to the southeast of you is standing up for the moment, and then you see the tree get pushed down. And you can't help it in the mud and in the foliage. You see huge footprints doosh, 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 moving over towards Tango.
I think we might have found her.
Or like she found us.
First one is such. First, it's going to be a 28. You feel what? It's as if a warhammer, larger than a warhammer, just came thundering down onto your shoulder. You're going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage from this. And as they do that, they become visible.
Can I use my reaction to reduce some of that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, shoot, is my intelligence decreased at the moment? No, okay. Okay. So we'll take 13. So I use my only charge protective field.
Okay. You see that little girl that you struck at before. She's basically sitting on the back of this incredibly large, just hulking brute of an undead. Yeah. For one of his attacks, he's going to perform a smash, where he takes both his hands up and tries to bring them down on top of you. This will actually be a strength saving throw. It's not writing it. Why aren't you writing? We'll do that. There we go. Okay. You feel these two fists come slamming down onto you. It hits you so hard that the shock just stuns you briefly. You are currently stunned. I thought I did. I guess I'll have to do it again. But yeah, fix them. There you go. With that,
Whoa.
Gideon does 38 points of bludgeoning damage to you. And as you sit there stunned, he's going to attempt to slam you one more time. And I think he actually misses. You have just enough armor on you that it brings his fist down again, and it just kind of deflects off of it, even as you just kind of stand there, tilting back and forth. The little girl on his shoulder. She is going to attempt to hex you. If you can make a charisma saving throw as these dead little eyes of this girl looks at you, and she basically looks at you and sticks her tongue out.
Oh no.
As you feel this unsettling force on you, she goes, and she pulls out her little doll and takes a needle out of her hair and pokes the doll with it. If you can make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. You take 6 points of force damage as it feels like something as you can basically can't move, but it feels like an iron spike has just been driven into the side of your neck. That is her turn. Zombie's gonna go. I'm just not realizing how bad of a situation Tango's in.
Mm-hmm.
Zombie's gonna try to do a simple slam. Hammer down. 19. Tango, you take 2 points of damage from a zombie that just kind of hits you ever so slightly. Parsnip, there's a miniature undead horde about to kill Tango. What do you wish to do?
Hmm. Goodness gracious. I'll fire at this guy right here.
All right. Are you throwing your short sword?
Firing short bow.
That would be pretty cool if you're throwing your short sword. I'll let you go ahead and
I clicked the wrong thing.
yeah, go ahead.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Or did you?
Or did I?
Imagine it's a spider.
Right? That's all you have to do is just think of spiders. And it'll win.
Oh man, the rain just deflects your arrow and it goes wide.
Second shot.
It hits. Yes. You.
A's.
An arrow goes right and launches itself at the back of the skeleton's neck, and it falls to the ground. Anything else for Parsnip?
That's it for me. That's a full move and a full attack.
The other zombie. Bandits in our town. Moves up to 10.
Do you not have a bonus action?
Nothing that would do anything.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Flost. I just thought about it and I was like, somebody had bonus
Oh no!
I'm going to never interrupt you again. I'm so sorry.
Oh no!
Jesus.
Okay. Tango, you're going to take 10 points from a critical hit from a zombie on the side of the head.
Tango has exactly 10 left. Tango is down.
Oh no, Tango!
That's Simon, you see a horde of undead killing Tango. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna run up because right now I can't see the horde of undead, so I'm going to move up to see them.
Yeah, you just sort of see silhouettes in the moonlight.
Yeah, I don't see Tango. So I just now see the little girl riding on the Goliath. Hey, ugly. Uh, let's pick on someone your own size, and he's gonna fire off a scorching ray.
Who are you shooting a scorching ray at?
The Goliath.
Okay.
So I got a critical, a 16 and a 19.
Nice!
Okay, all three hit. Go ahead and roll your damage 3 times. We'll add 12 to the last one.
So for adding 12 to the last one, that's
33.
yeah, 33 fire damage.
You and it just kind of doesn't seem to phase him a whole lot, but the little girl sitting on his shoulder kind of spins around and looks at you. Gideon!
Well, don't hurt Tango!
Bad bandit! She looks at you.
Bad girl! Time out!
All right, anything else for Simon?
No, Simon's just getting angry.
Right, Skeleton's going to go. It's going to step up here. It's gonna kick Tango, but it's not like kicking to like injure them. He just kind of like nudges him with his foot a little bit, and sees that he's unconscious. You're right. And he starts chasing whoever he can see, which is Parsnip. And that'll be the end of his turn. Darren, you're up.
Oh man, finally! Alright, Darren's gonna move up, just jump over this fallen tree, and he's going to, as a bonus action. No! He is just out of range. No!
Can you dash as a part of your action and then use your bonus action?
I think it's a full action that I need to do. Oh no. Well, oh no. Okay, it's okay. In an attempt to be right, in an attempt to be to get their attention, Darren is going to go ahead and shoot a spell at the little girl, hoping that they all abandon his friend that is down.
Okay.
He's going to cast Sorcerous Burst.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Come on, Darren, please. We gotta save Tango. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. What type of damage are you doing?
Oh, can I? Oh, I can't do radiant. You know what? It's raining. Let's do lightning.
Okay, go and roll your damage.
Yeah.
6 damage. All right. If you could make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh, I'm pretty good at those. Oh, but not right now. No.
You fling this ball of electricity, it goes crackling out, and you see it fly, and it hits the side of the face of this little girl, and you see it crackle, crackle for just a second, and then you hear a crackle, crackle inside your helmet, and you're hit by 6 points of lightning damage on your face.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be 3. I don't know why it keeps adding the Great Weapon Master.
Ah, okay, you take 3 then.
Owie. Okay, yeah, that has to be turned, unfortunately.
Another bad bandit. All right, Tango. Ooh, they just dropped you. Go ahead and make that unconscious saving throw or saving roll. Okay. You're just on the ground. You'd have just enough like awareness to see kind of what's happening around you as now that you're down on the ground, things seem to be shifting and looking a different way from you. The skeleton that is there is finished. Gideon. With Tango down on the ground, Gideon turns and looks over towards you all. And he basically moves similar to a gorilla. He's like, all four moving on it with the girl riding along. Let me double check his speed. Okay. He makes a full movement over towards Simon. The girl on his back. But he doesn't do any kind of an attack. But he will roll for a slam attack. All right. The little girl, she's looking back over her shoulder as they're running, and she's kind of shaking around, and she looks at Tango lying on the ground. Bad bandit. She goes ahead, she stabs at her little doll one more time. Tango, you take a little bit of force damage, save or not.
Oh, no.
You get a death saving throw from that.
A failed one?
What's that?
A failed one?
Yeah, he takes a failed saving throw every time he takes damage. It's not a melee critical, so he doesn't take 2, but he does take 1. There's more of them! The zombie goes running towards Darren. Parsnip, you are up.
I will look at the little girl and say, "You must be Rosalind." And this large gentleman must be Reddick. I've heard a lot about both of you. I was sorry to hear of the loss of your mother and father, Lord Arian and Lady Seraphina. Please forgive my friends. They just don't understand.
Parsnip, go ahead and give me, if you have a persuasion skill check, if you have proficiency in it, or go ahead and roll a charisma check. And you did some name dropping. DC's not that high on what you're saying. Nice. You say this already, and you watch, and she kind of looks at you, and as you're saying it, she gets this little smile on her face, and she takes her doll and she covers up her face with it, and at the end, you just hear, "Silly, no, that's my friend." She starts tapping the big, huge brute on the shoulder, and he's like, I think he knows. I think he knows Rosalind. And Tango, you don't feel yourself under her hex anymore. She seems to be distracted. The huge brute who has his fists that are the size of Simon raised up above him, they seem to kind of are starting to lower. She did respond to what you're saying, though possibly not in the way you were expecting. Do you wish to do anything else? We'll say that's like an object
Well,
interaction.
I'll react to what she says, and I'll go, "Oh, then you must be Lyra."
She goes, Lyra's smaller than me. I'm not Lyra, silly.
Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. So many lovely young women in this town. It's hard to tell you all apart.
She seems to clutch her doll and kind of rock back and forth with a childish grin on her face as you say that. At this point, you've used either a bonus or an action. So, if you want to move, do a bonus action or a single action, anything else?
No, I'm just going to continue to distract her as long as nobody's attacking anybody.
The zombies and skeletons, they still seem in an aggressive fashion. They aren't quite at the same capacity as these other two are, and so they are still aggressive. It's obvious.
Okay. Well, I'll take a defensive posture against the one that's on me, but I won't attack him.
Okay. We'll say you take the dodge action then.
Okay.
This zombie's going to go. It's our town. And he'll come running forward. Simon, a 14-foot tall, hulking behemoth of undead, stands above you with a little girl, 12 feet up in the air, conversing with Parsnip. What do you wish to do?
I still don't see Tango. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, he's way too far for me. I understand. What'd you say her name was? I'm sorry, you broke up when you said it.
Alara.
Alara. Excuse me, Miss Alara. My name is Simon, and unfortunately, I think we got off on the wrong foot, and for that I apologize. But you have to understand, all I saw was your giant friend attacking my friend. Why don't we let cooler heads prevail, because you're clearly very mature for your age.
You say a lot of words.
I do. Do you mind if I try to make my way over to help my friend up?
Eh? Just kind of shrugs at you.
Okay. Can you maybe tell your friend not to attack me? And if you do, I'll give you something shiny.
Kind of squints her eyes when you say that. Shrugs again. The giant creature doesn't seem to be in a smash you position at the moment.
Okay. I will, if you'll let me, as a free action, just toss her a gem, like from the bag, the party loot, and then I will make my way. Let's There's 5. So I started here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as I can get.
You can dash if you want to, of course.
Okay. 5, 15, 25, 30, there. Right. And I get right over here.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Alrighty. A skeleton goes. Skeleton. Bandits. As he attempts to thwap Parsnip. A 14. He misses with his fist. It's not a short sword. Get off my town.
You must have lawn.
With that, Darren, you see all that's unfolding. Currently, Alara's got a gem in her hand and she's trying to push it into an eye socket of her little doll.
Okay. Okay, well, seeing as the skeleton just attacked Parsnip, he's gonna try and move over here, closer to hit this skeleton. But as a bonus action, because I was actually mistaking it for another ability I have that takes an action, I will use the last of my healing light on Tango, because he's within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but it's only 2 hit points.
10 more death saves.
Yeah. Okay, with that, gonna smack the skeleton. Hopefully it'll leave Parsnip alone.
That hits.
Try and knock him down.
All right, that is a con save. 17. He didn't have disadvantage in that case.
Okay, he passes.
He looks incredibly close to crumbling, but he's still... Ridge is still up.
You know what? Now it didn't add the
there.
damage.
No,
Sorry?
it's not there. I see it too, that it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you hit it and just the bones go shattering out with a little bit of radiant energy sizzling about them, and then they crumbles apart.
Okay. Yeah. It's 5, 10, 15. 15 more feet this way. And yeah, that's going to be it for Darren.
All right, Tango, you feel a little bit of warmth come over you. You feel yourself regain those 2 hit points. You're conscious. You're currently prone on the ground. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, Tango's just going to slowly sit up, kind of assessing the scene. Make eye contact with Simon. And this look of just shame and regret crosses Tango's face. I think I'm just going to sit there and try and take a deep breath. I'll use a bonus action to use a healing wind, but I think other than that, I'm just going to pass turn.
All right. You see the large behemoth of an undead kind of grab hold of the little girl and hold him in front of his face for just a minute as she's sitting there playing with her doll. And he kind of cocks his head and looks at her for a second. And he brings his other hand up and he's very, very deftly takes it and he puts one hand, like a finger, behind the head of her doll. And he takes his other and he helps her ever so slightly. And with a little twist, he seems to be able to affix that gem into her doll's eye. And he smiles at her. And she looks at it and goes, ah! And she says, thanks, Gideon. Let's go find bandits. There's got to be more like that bad one over there that you smashed. And as he puts her back on his shoulder, she kind of puts both her hands on his back, and the two of them go invisible. And with that, Parsnip, you see this thum, 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 these footsteps kind of walking back towards the middle of town. One of the zombies it's looking around. It looks almost confused. And he takes a step towards Darren and attempts to smash him.
No! No, that hits!
Wow, this zombie comes up and it just kind of does this haymaker shot and wrenches you on the side of your head for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Parsnip, you're up again.
I'll yell out at the stomping. Have fun killing the bandits. And then I will fire at the one that's closest to Simon.
Okay.
No.
No.
Wait a minute, I had advantage because I hit last time.
Okay, sure. Hey! You connect. You twink, hit the zombie.
And my second shot, also with advantage.
That might actually hit. Let me double check. It hits.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. You second arrow just seems to almost graze them at first, but they're kind of turning their head, looking towards Simon, and it catches them in the back of their head, and it's like, and flops to the ground. Anything else for Parsnip?
I'm gonna move. That's it for me.
All right, Simon.
Simon's going to launch I think we've tried the ice and it doesn't really work. He's going to use Mind Sliver on the one in front of Darren. I need an intelligence save of 15.
He rolled a natural 15, but it was an 11.
Oh. Well, Dude Buddy's going to take 8 psychic damage. And on his next saving throw, it makes before the end of my next turn, he gets a minus D4. That
Got
was
it.
my action, and then I'm going to walk over to Baldoria. Sorry, and I'm going to hand him one of my potions and just as a free action, put my hand on his shoulder and basically offer a hand up.
Tango, yes, little Simon, who's standing as tall as you are sitting, is doing his best to give you some support here and offer you a hand up. Do you want to stand up?
Yeah. Give Simon a little nod and thanks, buddy.
No problem. And because I'm using my bonus action to give him the potion, uh, it would be just the 2d4 plus 2, right?
It depends. You can hand it to him, and he can take an action next round to take it from Max if he wants to.
Okay, yeah, I'll just offer it up, and so he can take it when it's his turn.
Okay. Darren, this is a CR1 quarter zombie. It's at half health. It has an AC of 8. Just how'd you like to finish off the zombie?
Yeah, just a shield bash with radiant energy coming off of it.
Excellent. The zombie's like, he looks like he's about to fall apart anyways, and you kindly put him out of his anger and sadness, and you strike him hard with your shield. Radiant energy flows to him, and he's like, sizzle, sizzle, and then a little smoke comes off of him, and he collapses to the ground. Nor out of combat.
Tango, please take that potion. And Simon's gonna just like reach out and hug his leg and walk over to Parsnip. Do you need a potion too, buddy? I can't remember if you got hit.
I did not get hit, but
Oh wow. Thank
there's
you.
some healing for
Whoa.
our buddy.
Are you feeling better, Baldoria?
Yeah. Chug down the healing potion, give myself some second wind as I take another deep breath, and that thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys.
it's okay. You acknowledged the situation, and if you learn from it, we should be fine. But I
That
get
was
it.
a big bad dude.
I got severely humbled.
Yeah, I think we all kind of did. But I'm gonna be honest. It's just gonna make it all the better when we rub that stupid little shit space in the dirt.
Yes, soon enough.
Yeah, that's
I
gonna feel
think,
good.
yeah, I think he's. I'm wondering if he's. I don't know if he's fully at fault here, y'all. Just to be honest, right? Like, I don't think if we get rid of him, we're gonna fix the whole situation. But I think if we can get to Rosalind, um, I think if we can get to Rosalind, we might be able to convince her to drop the protection she has on him. And with it, hopefully, whatever hold he has on this town will soon be diminished too. And we won't have
A
to
good
worry
idea.
about these angry undead.
All we have to do now is just find her.
Agreed.
Well, we haven't checked the flute place, and we haven't checked the clock tower. And I think it's going to be the clock tower that we need to go to.
Let's keep going then.
We got this.
We should stick together this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tango, we learned a little bit more. We think we think there was some kind of ritual done to where I don't know if Rosalind cheated death or what. That part I'm not too certain on, but like they actually cheated death or challenged it, I should say, not cheated. Well, I mean, I guess they also cheated it, but yeah, they challenged, that process, I guess, and that potentially might have an effect of what's going on here. Um, but yeah, uh, I know you don't like reading, so I basically just tell him what we found in the journal, um, to give him a little more insight.
Yeah, the journal is currently back at the ruined tower.
Yeah.
After he read it out loud, it was placed back.
Yeah.
I will note that the year in which the last entry was 15 years ago, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
So, if what it sounds like, from what you're telling
We
me
know
from
from the
this
ledgers.
journal,
We know from the ledger that her mom and dad died in the sundering. So
in the Sundering,
yeah, in the Gallion ledger that we found, where did we find that? Anyway,
in the mansion.
yeah, he mentions in the one of the entries in the ledger that her mother and father were fighting the demons during the sundering, and that's when they were killed. And then her daughter ran off, and
Right.
I assumed that that was her, but I guess I was wrong.
No. Yeah. From my understanding, um, we've learned that the parents died in that watchtower. It was exploded by some magical beam from the Chaos Demons. But before that, from what you've learned from this journal, Rosalind had a friend in Reddick, one of their, I think it was her father's friend, his sparring partner.
Right, he died and then came back as undead.
Yeah,
We're assuming that Rosalind had something to do with that.
yeah.
And she's not.
But then they've been together ever since for the last 15 years. But then this new kid with the stupid violin has come here a month or two ago,
More recently, is what we understood.
and he's
Um,
making this whole town feel sad and remember their sad history and what happened before and making everybody miserable.
correct. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay, but who was Lyra in all this?
She's mentioned in the ledger that when Rosalind's parents died, she ran off and Lyra went after her. So I was just taking a stab at if that wasn't Rosalind, then it might be Lyra. But
It was a good guess.
yeah, but it didn't work out. But I haven't seen anywhere where Alara or Gideon, which is what she called the big dude, I haven't seen any reference to them anywhere so far.
Right. But she did say she was a friend of Rosalind.
Yeah, she obviously knew who I was talking about because she recognized the names.
Yeah. And Lyra was part of the Vane family? What are the heroes? Is that right?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Small thing. If anybody wants to make an intelligence check, I'll point something out. DC 12 intelligence check.
Oh no,
Oh no!
no!
I love it.
I'm gonna use my tactical mind and try again.
Okay.
God damn it! At least I don't expend the thing if I still fail.
I said 12, right? So that's 13. So, okay, there we go.
Thank you, Parsnip.
Oh,
So
Oh man.
Tango and Parsnip, you think about it as you're mentioning Lyra, and then you realize in the Vane family crypt, which is underneath the chapel, and as far as you could probably tell, the graves seem that they weren't disturbed. The ones that Gazira was guarding. All of the Vane members of the family had a sealed coffin. Nothing looked like they were disturbed. The only coffin in the crypt that seemed to have been disturbed was of their servant, Matthias, who wasn't a Vane family member.
Right.
So either by choice or restriction, of everything that's dead and coming back, that family is not.
interesting. Have we confirmed that that any of these undead children or otherwise that we know of by name now are part of the Vane family?
Rosalind is a Vane through her mother.
Oh, we should have checked the crypt or like sarcophagi or whatever they were.
Seraphina, her mom was a Seraphina Vane.
Well, but
Correct.
they were buried at the
Right, and it doesn't appear that they've been raised either. So
true. Well, they're being protected by that dragon thing. Interesting.
right, but if Rosalind is raising the dead, she's obviously not doing it to her family.
Maybe she can.
I'm
Because her mom and dad are both Vane, Seraphina and Arian, and they haven't been raised, and none of the Vanes in the vaults have been raised. So whoever's doing it is avoiding raising the Vane family from the dead.
and it sounds like Rosalind has visited her parents at the tower a few times and has maybe even constructed that dragon to watch over and protect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
I wonder if there might be some secrets in that crypt in any of those three persons' sarcophagi or coffins or whatever.
I don't
'Cause
think we
they'd be
should.
empty, right?
Uh, I don't remember seeing. I don't remember seeing the mother and father in the crypt, like the grave for them.
Yeah.
So you're saying we should go and
I'm saying it's an option
mess?
we could consider. I don't recall if we saw grapes for them either. I didn't take close note of. I mean, I didn't read, obviously, the plaques, so.
Well, I mean, that's an option, but it's also an option to go back to the clock tower and see if we can't.
Yeah, I think we go there first, see if we can what we can learn. Try and avoid any fights. Or rest first? I don't know. My head hurts.
I don't think we are to rest. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Sorry, I lost connection for a minute. What happened? What did you say?
What do you mean we won't be able to rest?
We're on a time crunch, and
I know we are. But this feels important somehow, and I guess so does getting that book. The thing is, if we fail in our mission in this competition against the Greenleaf Girls, we still have other options. If we fail with this mission from Madame Maven, there might be bigger repercussions. So
no, I can see that.
it's possible we might have to accept a defeat in the time crunch and do the best we can with where we're at right now.
Thinking we could just keep on going, and before we meet that violinist one more time, we maybe take a moment to recuperate ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm already exhausted.
Yeah,
And he was strong, so was his parents. I don't know if I could face them again without getting some strength back. Let's walk and talk. Make our way towards the clock tower.
sounds good.
Tango and Darren, as you guys are walking, give me a knowledge check, a knowledge history, any knowledge that you have. Just basically, it'd be an intelligence check with proficiency if you have it. Okay, Tango. It's not a very high DC here.
Hey!
Nice job. As you guys are walking, you look up this hill on the right-hand side. You haven't gone up this hill. But I mentioned it looked like a little bit like possibly rows of fences. But with this moonlight kind of cutting through it, you do recognize that it's not actually fences, but it's grapes, rows of grapes that are tied off to, I don't know the term for it, but like the little poles and the stick that goes across. And so there's, rows of grapes. So you believe that it's pretty obvious that to your east, as you're heading north, is a vineyard.
Like the Vane family operated with their wine.
Correct.
And I'm assuming all the grapes, are they still growing? Are they healthy? Or are they kind of unmaintained and withering?
So you look at it for the best you can. Again, I'm assuming you're staying down the hill. You can tell that they're not flourishing, but they're not rotted away. It's both of you having that 17, you can kind of look at it and see that they are what appears to be maintained in some degree. But you guys have seen vineyards before, whether in painting or in a visit, and these don't look quite as highly organized. But at the same time, they're they're, like you said, they're not rotten. They're not completely overgrown. They're far from perfect.
Okay. I'm not too sure what to make of that.
Interesting. Well, hmm. Well, we should still keep moving. We shouldn't get distracted by little things.
Right. You guys continue on your way over towards the clock tower. And we will move you to such. Let me reposition. You guys can see the actual clock tower in a certain position. So we can kind of see what y'all have been seeing this whole time. Hopefully you're able to see an external view real quick.
Ooh, okay.
And you enter from this little building over here on the side. The clock tower as you approach the door, it's sealed, and you see a maker's mark on the outside of it. And this isn't going to mean anything to anybody, most likely, but there appears to be to the right of the door a what appears to be, imagine like a tuning fork with a kind of like an oval in the middle of it, like again, like a maker's mark would be. And then you see what appears to be like some kind of a rock or something scratched it out. And then you see a little gear, like a sprocket underneath it. And then you see that's been scratched out again. And then you see the maker's mark that was above it, that tuning fork below it. And you see that one scratched out. And then the sprocket. And you see that go all the way down to the floor where the two of them are sitting side by side with that are each half scratched out.
Hmm.
Whoa, 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 what was that?
Oh boy.
And you guys reach the clock tower. The door is open to you guys. It's in, again, somewhat pristine condition. And as you enter into the clock tower, I think we have a good spot to stop.